arrive early. And I'll get the puzzle going after ads. Get stuff set up here. I was about to wave to the camera and then I realized I'm on my starting screen. So, I mean, I can, it's just nobody's gonna see it. Okay, mix it up should be working too. So there we go. I'm starting like half an hour early. No, 20 minutes early. That's all good. I wonder if the music's a little loud. Joanna! Hello. Let me adjust the music a little bit so I'm not fighting it. Hello, Muldrum. Hello, two lovely people. Hello, hello. Happy Friday, both of you. Joanna, you're almost free. Hello, Sploot. Hello, Corvid. Hello, everyone. Oh, you can type. Come on in, everyone. Alright. The ads. Let Joanna be free. Free, Joanna. Ooh. Well, there's some water. Make sure to hydrate. Hello! Happy Friday, everyone. Alright, ads will be starting and then getting out of the way within a couple of seconds. Seatbelt is deciding if she wants to join in or not. Oh, hi. Prince was here a second ago. It's like Prince knows. Yeah! Happy May Day! I hope all of you have found a way to participate in some action or find out more about how to participate in worker right actions near you. Oh, there's a reading list from Haymarket. I've put Haymarket up in Pillow Fort a bunch of times, but they have a really nice reading list for May Day that I will put on there after stream today. Hi, Prince. There you are. Got both of the cats now. Because they don't have books for free today, but they do have books 40% off today. I think their whole store is 40% off. But definitely everything on their list is 40% off. So if you're looking for reading materials, or if you're just looking for a reading list, and finding those same titles within your library or anywhere that you borrow books, go for it. But I will put that up after stream. Because if I get distracted now, well, I mean, we're in ads right now. I can do it really quick. Let me do it really quick because otherwise I was like, well, I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget if I don't do it now. So let's do it. Where is it? Looking at Blue Sky is like a little bit scary to me right now because there's a photo that I took of Prince. It's not even one of her best photos. I mean, it's a cute photo of her because it's Prince. But there's a photo that I put up of her that is exploding and just everybody in the world is seeing it for some reason. And every time I open up my Blue Sky since last night, their number is too high and I'm not used to that, so I just worry like, what happened? And it's just people liking Prince's photo, and I'm like, oh, okay. This is what will always keep me humble, is that like number go big on notifications just makes me go, what happened? Is everyone okay? Did something happen? It doesn't make me go, ooh, I'm popular. It makes me go, something is wrong. Hi, Bray. Hello, hello. Alright, let me just post up the blue sky. There we go.
Hello there.
Enjoy that. Hello there. Snow! Ooh, you got two sneakies. I still like the kitty the most, the one that goes like, eh, 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 eh. Eh, eh, eh. Alright. Good news. The initial ad should be over, I think. Unless my timer is like completely off now, which is more than possible. The music's really quiet. Let me... Is that just the music, or is that... Here, let's raise it a little bit. But hi! So it's gonna be a little bright until the sun starts setting. But I turned off the overhead light so that y'all could actually see the puzzle. Okay, we'll try here. Here? That looks good. That looks good. I'm just trying to not have my voice and the music competing at the exact same volume level, because I know that can make some brains hurt, including mine. But yeah, we've got a new jigsaw puzzle. This is actually what I've had for a while. I just hadn't unwrapped it until today, and I hadn't opened it yet. So we get to experience it for the first time together. I got a whole bunch of puzzles on sale, like, it wasn't last year, I think it was like a year and a half ago. Something like that. It was a while back, and I've been slowly working through that big stack of them, and this is the last one. I do have plenty of other jigsaw puzzles, but this is the last of the brand new ones. Took a while, but that's good. So I will see if there's any other ones to find. This one, I already peeked inside the box because I was trying to see, like, oh, do I need a pair of scissors or something to open up the bag, or what kind of situation do we have there? And I got delighted instead. Look at that! Ain't that cute? It's got a little bag there. Nail check? Yes, so this is, I've been talking about it a little bit. This is the Deadly Nightshade. It's grown out a little bit, so it's not as perfect. But look, I haven't picked it at all. Hold on, let me balance the music. Of course, the music got really loud all of a sudden. But see, this is what I mean of, like, it's every color. Like, it just looks like it's kind of iridescent, which it is. But it shifts to every color. So it's like purple in some lights, blue in others, gold in some, green. Yeah, it's really cool. I highly recommend it. Mooncat did have to raise up their prices by like $1 to $2 a bottle. Still super worthwhile. Actually, I saw that I have it right behind me. So yeah, this is the Deadly Nightshade. As you can see, the camera has a hard time showing what color it is because it's all of them. It's every color. It's every color all at the same time. Can you share a link in Blanket Fort? Yeah, check the Fashion Matcha Latte channel. I posted it up there. And if it got lost, I don't think it got lost. I don't think too many people have been posting there. But I have posted it there. And then if you want me to post it again, I can. Just tag me so that I remember, because otherwise I will forget. But yeah, it's really pretty. It's called Deadly Nightshade, which is badass. Love Mooncat. Very, very cool independent brand. Very good quality. Yeah. But hi everyone. We've got a puzzle. I can see the colors on my camera are all wrong, but I'm not going to try to overcorrect it because I'm gonna be fighting the setting sun pretty soon, and colors are gonna keep changing. So we'll make do. Some of you might remember, I really like to work without the reference picture, so I will be hiding the reference picture from myself. Hold on. Is that... No. Okay. This is actually a really cute drawstring bag. I wish more puzzles came with a cute drawstring. Oh, that's cool. So instead of plastic, they put it in this nice reusable bag. So I can either reuse it for the puzzle, or like I probably will do, because I've been giving away a lot of puzzles to my local book swap lately, and they've been popular. Every time that I drop off puzzles at the book swap, they're gone by the next day. So my neighbors have been happily enjoying my jigsaw puzzle addiction by getting free, very gently used jigsaw puzzles. So they'll get this in the swap for free for them to pick up. And I'm gonna keep this. This is mine because it's really nice. It's actually like a nice quality. I like it. I'm keeping it. Sorry, you don't get the cool puzzle bag. I keep it. I feel like that's fair. But yeah. We could also do a bunch of sorting, but I tend to get impatient when I'm, like, if I'm solving on my own and I'm not on stream, I'll do like a full sort of like the edges, and then also kind of sort out by color as well, or like by different patterns that I see or something like that. But for stream, I sort out the edges, I flip up pieces, I leave it at that. And then I just kind of chaos solve from there. But yeah, if music needs adjusting at any point, let me know. Happy to do it at any time. We're starting off with music from Creature Kitchen today. And then from there, I have a couple of OSTs from indie horror games that are not spooky. Well, they're like a little spooky, but they're more just really pretty. And I'll bring those up as we go. Yeah, and I don't know how long we'll go for. This is 1,000 pieces. As much as I want to be really cocky and say, yeah, we could totally solve this all in one night, probably won't happen. But we'll get as far as we can. And I probably got like a good 3 or 4 hours in me. We'll go from there. So yeah. Trash cat music, it's true. But yeah, because we're listening to OSTs, the music volume can vary a lot. So please feel free to let me know if something is too strong, or if you want me to turn it up. Okay, so let's do this a little pile at a time. But yeah, sit back, get cozy. We'll have some nice, relaxing music. Whether you're doing a puzzle alongside me, working, or just relaxing. I got you covered for as long as you're hanging out here today. This one I'm pretty excited for. Okay, good. You're at a good height to see some of the really saturated colors. The art for this one is really cool. I'm going to show you really quick before I hide it from myself again. So y'all can see it. Y'all can see how pretty it is. I'm hiding my eyes. See, it's going to be that. It's very pretty. I'm not looking. Okay. And now it goes away again. And like I always say, you can totally solve with a reference. You just gotta do whatever is the most fun for yourself. And usually, most people do solve with reference. I just have always done it without, and it's my favorite way to do it. I like the challenge. It doesn't feel as interesting to me to use a reference. And it's probably just because I've always done it without. I've tried to remember where that started from. And to be honest, and some of you are going to know this show and some of you are going to be too young to remember. There was a show on Nickelodeon that was called Salute Your Shorts. Sofa Potato, enjoy. I think jigsaw puzzle streams are the perfect thing to Sofa Potato too. But there was a show called Salute Your Shorts. I really, really loved when I was a kid. And there's one episode where I forget the character's name, but he was one of the quote unquote bad kids. None of the kids were that bad, but he was like kind of one of the soft bullies of the show, like semi-antagonist. Got into detention, like summer camp detention, with one of the nerdier kids, and they start off like hating each other. They're so upset that they have to spend like an afternoon together because they're like, oh, this guy is a bully, he sucks, and the other guy's like, oh, this guy's a big nerd, he sucks, I don't want to spend a day with him. But of course, like, it's a kid show, so they bond. And how they bond is there's a big jigsaw puzzle. And instead of doing nothing all day, they work on the jigsaw puzzle. And at first, they're working with the jigsaw puzzle, and the nerdy kid is like about to use the reference picture, and the like bad boy kid is like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? He's like, well, you have to look at the picture. He's like, no, you never use the picture. And he instead showed him how to solve the puzzle with it being upside down, and which is more intense. Solving a puzzle with only the backside is a lot more intense. It is fun to do, but like they solved it together like that, and then the really cute moment is that they solve it, they finish it, and they're like, okay, now we flip it over, and they flip it over, and it's just this giant picture of tons of ice cream, and they're like, ice cream, and you know, by that point they're like a little bit more friends, but also there's not like a huge overarching plot to the show. It's very sitcom-y. So they're like friends, but not like publicly friends, so that they don't have to actually like write anything too significant between the characters in the show. But I think that was one of my favorite episodes. And I didn't have like a big board that I could reliably like flip the whole puzzle over on, but I did definitely not use a reference picture. So I don't know if that's what started it, because I was definitely already solving jigsaw puzzles by the time I saw that episode as a kid. Yeah, I haven't seen the episode in probably like over 30 years, but I still remember they're in unison, ice cream. Like, that sound is still very much in my head. And, I kind of wonder, like, if I was already doing it by then, or if maybe that episode helped me go like, well, it's the cool thing to not use a reference picture. And I just started doing it from there, and without even remembering that that was the source of it, just kept doing it that way. I was wondering, I was like, what part of the game was this from? I'm like, oh, right, the radio! I almost forgot about the radio. Try to push some of these up because otherwise I'm gonna have no room very quickly. This is the first jigsaw puzzle that we're solving on this table. So we're breaking in this table properly now. It's already so much nicer to work on a table that isn't always shaking. So, already a good time. Was this the Incubus adjacent music? Or was it another one? No, I think it was this one. I think this is the one that we were like, oh, this is very Incubus-y. Break that table! No, don't break it! It took me so long to put together. The pieces were so heavy. That's the consequence of getting a sturdy table, is that the pieces are going to be really heavy. So this one was a bit of a task. What would make me really happy was if they had the weird fake like conspiracy talk show about polar bears as one of the tracks in this OST. I don't think they will. That would be really funny though. I would like to hear those commercials again. There was a reason why I kept the radio on during that gameplay, and it was just delightful. I liked it a whole lot. Or is this the Incubusy one? Oh, maybe it was this one. This one kind of has more of that California vibe to it, doesn't it? It was totally this one. Okay. No, it was this one. No, I'm saying Incubus. Do you not know the band Incubus? Oh, no, like Incubus E. Like Incubus like. No. Incubus is a band that was popular in the 90s and aughts here in the US. And they sounded a lot like this. No! Stop that. I'll send you to the detention cabin, and all you'll have to do is a puzzle upside down. And it won't be of ice cream, it'll just be a puzzle, and when you flip it over, it'll just be me with my arms crossed, looking very disappointed in you. Just in case you were having too much fun. No, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how global Incubus was. So that's a really fair point, Corvid, is that you might not have known about them. They're fun. I liked them a lot in high school and middle school. They were definitely around in the era of a lot of music sounding just like this in the late 90s and early 2000s. Hi, empanadas! Hi, Aster! Welcome on in! Oh, are the redeems not working? They should be. Hold on, let me give that a refresh just in case. Whoop. The Charmed intro? Oh, what was the song in the Charmed intro? Oh, God. But yes, very much the same vibes. Charmed wasn't Voodoo, right? Voodoo was, I know Voodoo was for sure, Godsmack's Voodoo was for sure the opening song to... Oh! I remember Charm's theme song. Oh, what was it called? I used to love that song. Ah, it's at the tip of my tongue. Ah. Uh. That I am human and I need to be loved. Oh, thanks. The timing with this music is terrible. Yeah, I am human and I need to be loved. Just like I feel embarrassed singing to this. I sound better than a farm animal. Just like everybody else does. But yeah, it was Incubus was popular at the same time as that. And I've already waited too long, and all my hope is gone. Yeah, yeah. Hi, Seatbelt. Ooh, Night Veil puzzle. That sounds very, very, very good. Aw, Seatbelt. Seatbelt's giving me little headbutts. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, Prince. Prince is guarding the bedroom. From what? I don't know, but she's doing it. She's guarding the door. And Seatbelt's just giving me headbutts. You're not gonna go help Prince out with guarding? It's a 2-cat job. Hi, come here. Yeah, pets for Seatbelt. She's gonna be excited to check this out later. She always loves to sit on top of puzzles. So if you ever get a puzzle from me at the book swap, there's a 100% chance that one or both of the cats have sat on it and slept on it. That's a guarantee. I always try to get the dust and the hair out of the boxes before I go and donate them. I try, but Aw, thank you for the watch streak. Oh, Seatbelt would lose her mind if she had access to little mice. Like actual ones. She loves toys, but I can tell that she misses hunting. Abuser! Aw. Thank you for continuing to subscribe. It's very kind. Very, very kind. Hope you're doing well. They do sit on my books sometimes. This is true. They sit on everything. If I interact with something for long enough, they want to sit on it. It's how they show affection. It's how they show they care. I think that's true of a lot of cats. Alright. We are about halfway done sorting. Sorting is very useful so that you can just have fun solving without having to like go through and flip up pieces and dig around forever for like the edge pieces. You can just kind of get to it. Oh yeah, and they don't know if it'll be like they're showing interest in my interests. They do. They're always fascinated by everything that I do. It's very cute. If I work on a new project or just pay attention to anything that isn't them for a couple hours, they want to see. Kevin! Hi! Happy Trad Friday! Have you been getting up to trad wifery? I sure hope so, Kevin. Going out into the woods. Making your own canvases out of sticks and berries. I hope you're having a good one, Kevin. Not today. What? What? Probably got up to some digital shenanigans. Everyone should follow Kevin, by the way. Because Kevin is a really, really, really good artist. And every now and again does stream. Vagrant mode. Whoa. Oh, cool. I'm gonna be homeless surfing on couches for the next month. Whoa. Are you traveling? Zero art stream. That's fair. Yeah, if you're crashing on couches, it's gonna be a lot harder to do. I hope your couch surfing goes really well, and that your mobile setup goes really well too. Okay, that is totally fair. Hope all is good. Cool. Well, it's rad to see you. And I'm not about to end stream in 5 minutes like last time. I just got started. So yeah, feel free to chill. Relax. Have fun. Hope your weekend starts off super well. Hi, seatbelt. Oh. Oh. Seatbelt's yelling at pigeons. No, you tell him. Tell him, Seatbelt. Oh shit. She just like lightning zipped over to the window. You've broken the curse! Oh yeah, you were coming in here for TF for a while. It doesn't help that I have like no schedule whatsoever either. And sometimes just go on hiatus for multiple months. Lots of pretty colors in this one. Oh my god, Seatbelt's losing her mind. If you hear a loud crashing sound, sometimes when she gets really into chasing a bird that's on the fire escape, she can't get to them, don't worry. She'll leap on top of my air conditioning unit, so if you do hear a loud plastic crash, that's what that is. She's refraining for right now. I give it like 2 minutes before she just plasters herself up against the window to yell at the bird. Seatbelt delights you. Seatbelt delights me too. Alright, let's see. Let's try... This will be a little bit of a change in vibes, but it is still spooky game OSTs. It's just a little bit more classical sounding than the last one. So now we're listening to Last Door. Which I actually went back and I didn't know that there was a mobile port of The Last Door, seasons 1 and 2. And besides, like, I'm gonna say there's 3 puzzles out of the entirety of both seasons that are a little annoying to do on a touchscreen, but not impossible. They're just a little annoying. Other than that, really good ports. So I played through all of season 1 and 2 of The Last Door, and it was fantastic. Probably one of my favorite horror games. I'm thinking about playing it around Halloween season. But we'll see. It does get really dark in places, and it does start off really strong. So I'm still debating, because aesthetically, the games are gorgeous, they sound really cool, like, you can hear the music being a delight right now. But yeah, some of the themes in the episodes get a lot more intense than what I usually have on this channel, even when I do horror stuff. So, debating. There's a bunch of indie horror stuff that's coming out. That's a whole mix of different vibes this year. And stuff that I've wanted to share. And let me adjust the volume a little bit, because that one was getting a little loud. Upcoming, yes, I am really excited about Neverway 2. I don't know. I want to know more about the gameplay, because I don't know if the gameplay is going to be something I'll be into, or if the art style alone is going to carry me through the gameplay. It might be, because the art is stunning in that game. It has a demo. Oh, okay. Let's try it. We should try it. There's a couple demos that I might try out on stream. Just to kind of gauge where y'all are at when it comes to some of the spooky stuff. Because You know I love it. I love all of it. I love all horror. So much. But there's some stuff that I know is a little bit too much for the vibes that I try to have here. So that might be a good way to kind of test some things out that I'm not quite sure if it's better for just my own time or to share with y'all. So we could demo out a couple of things like that. But like one game that I think will be very fun, even though it is a bit dark in places. It's goofy, kind of dark. It's, okay, so there's this game that just came out today called Forbidden Solitaire. I really want to stream it to you all over the weekend. I'm super looking forward to it. It's a game that is a loving homage to 90s FMV games, and also Solitaire, which I love both. I love both very much. So I definitely want to play that on stream. It gets... See, but the thing is with Forbidden Solitaire is that Forbidden Solitaire is violent, but it's like a cartoony violence. It's like... So far from what I've seen, any of the violence on there is like the same level of intense as like the stuff you would have seen on, I don't know, like an X-Files episode back in the day. Like, there's some stuff that's like intense, but it looks so goofy and not real. And so like over the top kind of cartoonish that even though they use FMV, so FMV is full motion video. I don't know, I think y'all could get into it. I will put like a warning of like, it generally has just dark fantasy violence. I'll put that at the top of the chat so y'all know. And if it isn't for you, definitely are free to join us on a more chill streaming time. Like tonight, where we're just chilling and playing, No, Solitaire is, for... Oh, wait, no, Sorry, I got your joke, Fuser. I'm at the end of my work week. It's gonna take me a second sometimes. But yeah, it's, what's it called? Anytime that I show anything that does have any horror elements in it, I will always put up a content warning at the top of the chat so that you can always take care of yourselves as you need to. But for today, we're just hanging out and making a puzzle. And again, if we're going through a couple of different OSTs, if music gets too loud, too quiet, if I get too loud, too quiet, just let me know at any time. And I always appreciate the help with that, because it's hard for me to gauge on my end. But always happy to adjust that for y'all's comfort. But yeah. Forbidden Solitaire sometime this weekend. Not making a promise on whether it'll be tomorrow or Sunday. I'm gonna see what I need in terms of rest. Have a good day, Fuser. Thank you for stopping by. Good seeing ya. And have a good work. Yeah. I love horror and I love introducing horror to folks, but I am always very much of the mindset that horror is all about consent. So, putting content warnings and stuff like that is my way of checking, like, yeah, I'm opening the door to something new and spooky. And if this seems like something you can handle, maybe give it a try. And if it doesn't, I'll see you next time. Like that kind of a thing, you know? Because I think getting pulled into horror without knowing what you're getting into is not cool, and it's not a good way to enjoy it, you know? Yeah, the game is called Forbidden Solitaire. And it's very much a it's a dark comedy, I would say, from what I've seen so far. It's from so it's a joint team project, but one of the teams on the game is the team behind Home Safety Hotline, which I was playing with Mal back a few months ago. We still want to finish that, by the way, one day. We will one day. But yeah, same sense of humor as Home Safety Hotline. There's just slightly more visuals kind of going along with it. Yeah. So. Oh, weird. Oh. That's somebody was calling. But yeah. I have been looking forward to Forbidden Solitaire for a little while now. And there's a bunch of people collaborating on that one. One of the people we will see right away is... I always forget how to pronounce his name, but Zalavir from Strange Scaffold. So if you guys remember me playing Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3, which was that Match 3 game that had all the dinosaurs in it and the banjos, the people who made that game, the lead person of that studio is one of the actors in it, and he shows up really early in. And it's very cute. There's a lot of people that worked on this project together, so I feel like that's coming through more than horror, is the kind of labor of love of many people who really appreciated really cheesy full motion video games of the 90s and wanted to put together a game that is both a tribute to those games and the cultural context of those games. And I don't want to say more than that, because if you've seen or played the demo, you know, but if you don't, I think it's a fun surprise. That one is a fun surprise, not a scary surprise. So yeah. We'll do that sometime this weekend. And then next week, the plan is to do some watercolor painting, because I miss doing that. So we will do some watercolor painting here. And also, there are 2 more spooky little indie games that are really cute and also really kind of cool to look at that I want to try as well. So we'll see. We'll see how next week goes when we get there. For now, we'll hope everything goes well so that we can do that. And at the very least, we will definitely play Forbidden Solitaire this weekend. It's gonna rain a lot this weekend and be like 40 degrees out, so I'm gonna get out for some fresh air a little bit, but not for very long because it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be wet. You drew seatbelt. What? I want to see. If you would like to share, please feel free to post a link in the chat. You can also, I was about to say, like, you can also put it in the Discord too. Perfect. I will see it during the next ad break. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And thank you. I'm sure I will be very excited when I see it. I'll try to show seatbelt, but she doesn't like looking at screens. And unlike Prince, who I can scoop up whenever I want, and who even likes being scooped up like a baby, Seatbelt does not like getting picked up. It makes her very scared to get picked up. So I try to never pick her up unless it is absolutely necessary, so I can't pick her up to look at the screen. But I will try to see if I can, like, bribe her with a treat to look at the screen. We could do that. I know, she's a late rescue. So some things make her very nervous, like getting picked up. Because it's not a thing that she grew up with. Whereas Prince, I rescued when she was around at most like a year old. So Prince was very, very much raised with me. Maybe. I do, so whenever Seatbelt is cuddling with me, I do try to pet her sides more and more. Not beyond her comfort level. If I feel her, like, tense up, I move off of her sides. But there's times where she's relaxed, and those are the times where I will pet her sides very softly while petting her, because then, like, she kind of gets used to that sensation at least. So it's a bit by bit thing, you know? And, like, she has opened up more and more every year, so one day maybe she'll be fine with it. She's definitely not there yet. She is. She is. She does jump up on the bed to cuddle with me at least once a day now, and I'm very proud of her for doing so. I don't think I shared it in the Pillow Fort yet. I need to. Okay. I will during the ad break. I flipped the page on my calendar this month. I have this really cool art calendar that I don't peek ahead in so that I can get surprised by the art every single month. And and it's really cute. When I was turning it today and, like, going to take a picture, Seatbelt popped up to, like, also look at the calendar. And so I took a picture with her just, like, looking up over the edge of the bed. Going like, hello, what's this? And I think it's also just a very cute picture showing how comfortable she's gotten around me too. That she's able to just see me doing something and just pop up and go like, oh, what's this? I really want to play The Last Door on stream one day so that y'all know the context for this awful song. That's really good still. One day. I have had Seatbelt now for... Seatbelt, how long have you lived here? She knows her name, so she just turned to look at me. You've been here... 2.5 years? That sounds about right. I think she's been here about 2.5 years. I could look up the exact date, but it's around there. The first year was a lot of her just getting comfortable with me being like in proximity to her. But by the end of the first year, she was like coming over to me for pets sometimes. She would be in the same room as me, that kind of stuff. Now she's in the same room as me all day. She used to only stay in the same room as me for only a couple hours, and usually only if Prince was there too. Now she wants to be in the same room as me all the time. So that's one thing that's definitely changed. But it's like every single year she kind of unlocks a little bit more socialization. She got rescued when she was about 4 or 5 years old, I think was the estimate. Like, their ages are estimates because they're rescues. So Prince is between 7 and 8 right now, and Seatbelt is between like 6 and 7 right now. So they're both adults, but they're both still pretty young as far as cats go. Yeah. So she was an adult adoption because I wanted a cat that was close in age to Prince, because I had room for a second cat, and Prince is very, 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 very social, and I really wanted her to have a friend, basically. Like, Prince has me, and y'all have seen plenty of pictures of how much Prince will cuddle with me, but it's not the same as having like a cat friend, you know, that can be up with you at like 2 in the morning and run around with you. And this apartment thankfully is big enough for 2 cats. And my lease allows exactly 2 cats and no more. Just 2. And so yeah, got an adult cat and asked for one that liked other cats a lot, which Seatbelt does. She loves other cats. Seatbelt loved Prince since... Hi! Hi, babies! Hi! Hi! I don't know if you heard them just now. Seatbelt loves other cats, as she just proved, because Prince just jumped down from her nap and she just started meowing and purring at her. Because she loves her. She's always loved Prince. Prince loves Seatbelt, so that worked out very well. But I told them, like, I just need a cat that is needing a bonded pair mate, and doesn't have one, and would like one. And it's okay if it's your shyest cat, because I'm really patient and good with shy animals. And if the cat never likes me, but loves my cat, that's totally fine. So if you have a cat that's like that, I'm willing to help. And they were like, well, last week, we just rescued a cat that is exactly that. So that's how Seatbelt and I got in touch, basically. Her foster at the time sent me a video of her, and she was like, what do you think? How does she look? And I think I can look up the text, but I basically just said, like, oh, she's gorgeous. She's perfect. I love her. And it was just like this little video of her just being very, very sweet and shy inside of a little crate. And I was like, oh, I love her. I love her so much. And the group that rescued her was really excited that she was going to go to a home with a cat that was looking for a friend. So yeah, that's how Seatbelt came into our lives there. They're very cute. I want to get an adult cat when I get one. Yeah, exactly. Even if Prince really wanted a younger cat around, I don't have the energy for a kitten. I like adult cats better. So I was very happy that there was one that was so close in age to Prince. Hello! Hi, Em! I haven't seen you in a minute. Because I haven't streamed in a minute. So it's my own fault. How are you? We're going to ads in 2 minutes, just as a heads up. And when the ads come by, please take care of yourselves. Take a stretch, get hydrated. Do anything you need to be nice and cozy. You do not have to watch the ads. Please avoid them. Yeah, I did ask if, like, I did ask along the criteria. I was like, also, because one, I was like, okay, I know shy adult cats are really hard to adopt out. And then also I was like, also, if you have a black cat, I know they're harder to adopt. And I always really wanted a black cat. So if you have one, that would be cool. But if not, the other stuff is more important. But, like, if you do have a black cat, that would be so awesome. And they did. And it was Seatbelt. Yeah, that's your name. I'm gonna have to give her treats during the ad break because of all the times I've said her name and she's like, what? What is it? But I think, yeah, we're gonna finish sorting in the first hour of stream, which is awesome. Of course, this is a very lazy sort where I'm just sorting out the edge pieces before I get to it. But we did it! So after the ad break, we're going to be able to start just solving, which will be nice. Be very fun. Hi, Seatbelt. Did you hear me say treat? I'm gonna give you and Prince some treats. Yeah. Okay. And also I'm gonna turn on a light too. I am no longer allowed late night matcha lattes. That's very fair. Alright. I'll see you after the break. We'll be back. We'll be back so soon. Let you see the pieces a little better. Not moving it too much. There we go. Alright. Too shiny. That'll get better. Baby! Hi! Hi! Oh my goodness. What about... Oh! Oh. The kitty meowing right now is Seatbelt. Oh, these ones are good for your hairballs. Good girls. Good girls. No! I'm sorry you got turbo jump scared. Did you all hear? Did you hear them? Oh. Yeah, all the little meeps were from Seatbelt this time. Are those good? Good treats? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the headbutt. I'm just taking the pieces out. I'm not solving anything yet. I'm waiting until the break is done. Is that the end of that music? No, okay. Oh. Both of the cats are yelling at birds now. They might be a little too far away from the mic to hear. Princess stands up in front of the window. She's ready. Girls, it's the same bird that comes by every night. Oh. You gonna get him? Yeah? See, Seatbelt, I know, can stay and watch the bird for like an hour. Prince gets bored after like 2 minutes. Yeah, Prince is already starting to get bored. But also, I think it's because Prince is aware, like, well, I'm never gonna be able to touch the bird. And I think Seatbelt is still hopeful. Yeah, so now Prince is just watching Seatbelt. Like, if she's looking at Seatbelt, like, Seatbelt, it's not gonna happen. I love you, but it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't like saying chat. Like, I get it, it's just the vernacular now, but no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like doing it. It feels so... It feels so, like, weirdly... I don't know. Like, commercialized in a way. I don't know the right words for it, but I never enjoyed doing it. Like, that's not why I'm here streaming. I'm here streaming because I like hanging out and sharing stuff that I like. And luckily y'all are always going at a slow enough pace that if I need to address anyone in the chat, I could just address you. You know? Like, hopefully that's always the case. Like, even if for some reason there's ever a ton of people in here, I could always put in a slowdown so that the vibes stay the same. Like, if you do it, it's totally fine. Like, this isn't me harshing on anyone that does it. Just, I always felt weird doing it. I think there's plenty of fun ways to say it too. I just don't know how to do it personally. I know streamers that I like that do it in a way that feels very fun and very genuine. So I do know examples, I just don't know how to do it. It feels weird when I do it, you know? Yeah. God, I love this soundtrack so much. Oh, I wouldn't say guilty. That feels judgmental. I think there's tons of ways to do it just fine. So, yeah, I wouldn't... Don't harsh on anyone, y'all. Like, that's not cool to do here. I also don't even know who that is, but yeah. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. Y'all. We have a guest. We have a special guest. It's okay. It's okay. Don't pay attention to this. She hunting. She hunting. In a rare appearance at the cafe, finally, on camera, she was in full view and then got shy. In full hunting mode, we have Miss Seatbelt. Look at her go. Seatbelt Bray says goodnight. She's too distracted, but I'm sure she heard. I don't know if y'all can you all hear her from here? She wants to get that bird so bad. See, this is what I mean. I mentioned it before, but she likes this table more. The other one was too shaky, so she didn't like jumping on it like she does this one. I just thought it would take so much longer to get her on camera. I know. You finally did it. She just yawned mid-chatter. Good night, Bray. No, you can always lurk. The cafe is always welcome for lurking. The cafe is made for lurking. You can see her? Yeah. I was like, you could probably see it more than hear it. Because it's really tiny. I think even if I had everything silent, you wouldn't hear her over the city noise. Do you want a pet? Oh. You might have heard that. She's very locked in. She gets very, very locked in when it comes to birds. She might have a friendly tussle with Prince in a second, so that's why I'm like, I don't want that on cam. Cat tussling, even when it's friendly, always looks a lot more violent than it actually is, so just rather let them do that off camera. So that no one worries. No, they're not doing it. I thought they were about to. Hi, Seatbelt. I don't know if you heard her. You heard that one. Yeah, she has her little, very sad little meows sometimes. She has little sad meows every now and again. Have good lurk. Have good lurk. The fun thing about the developers of The Last Door as well is that, so The Last Door is a point and click pixel cosmic horror game, or series of games. There's 8 episodes in total. Really, really excellent. Music is absolutely gorgeous, as you can hear. The pixel art, also really cool. Very simplistic, but gorgeous. The cool thing, though, is that the studio... Oh! Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Seatbelt got too excited and surprised Prince. There we go. Prince, it's alright. Good girl. She's just excited, leave her be. No. Seatbelt, stop crying. It's not gonna make the pigeon come through the glass. Baby. The next project that they did after they were done with The Last Door was Blasphemous. So they did something kind of completely different afterwards. But still really beautiful and amazing in its own right. So yeah, They went from a cute point and click adventure to Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2, which are Metroidvania like platformer games with really gorgeous and also kind of like grotesque but wonderful art in them. Very religious horror stuff. So, I think a very cool portfolio of games to have, but very hard to tell that the games came from the same studio. And Bray already went to sleep, but the studio who made it is a Spanish studio, which is very cool. And yeah, all of the music for their games is always composed specifically for their games. I don't know if the same composer did work on Blasphemous 2, but they got the same composer for all of the episodes of The Last Door, which was very cool. Can you see pieces I'm working on? I cannot. There we go. The edge pieces always come together very quickly. Hi, Seatbelt. I might have to raise the camera up a bit, actually. Let's try that out. Okay. If you're sensitive to motion, I'll let you know when I'm done adjusting the camera. Just be a second. Just trying to get y'all a better view. That's my hand. Oh my god. Hi, Prince. Hi. She's yelling at me because she's like, "What are you doing?" So I'm standing up all weird to adjust the camera. Alright. There, whoop. I'll be done in just a second. Okay. And let's stop moving. Okay. There we go. Woo! Camera has stopped moving. if you're sensitive to camera movement, you're safe now. I know that is a thing for me sometimes too, so I get it. There we go. Yeah, I was standing up all weird to adjust the camera because I had to like get it up a little bit taller than I am. And so Prince was, if you heard Prince sounding concerned, it was because I was just there like fiddling with something while standing on my tiptoes. And she was like, "What's wrong? What's going on? What are you doing? What's wrong?" And she was like headbutting my stomach as I was adjusting it. And I was like, "No, this isn't helping." This is the opposite of helping. You're tickling, you're tickling. So, little adventure. Let's see. Now, where are my corner pieces? I have one here. That's not the one I need. I have this one, but this shouldn't fit, right? Okay. Where's my fourth one? Uh-oh. Is it missing? Maybe I lost, or maybe I didn't pull out all the edge pieces like I thought I did. Because I'm looking at all the edge pieces and it feels like there's not enough. But that does happen a lot too. I've had that feeling a lot. Here we go. No, we're still not there yet. I've definitely had that feeling before of like there can't possibly be enough edge pieces, and then somehow strings so much. The more melancholy the strings, the happier I am. This was definitely one of those games that like I wanted to solve it quickly because I wanted to get through the story and read it all. But there were times that I would just stop and listen to the music and scenes because it was just so pretty. And I was like, oh. Hopefully I don't sound stuffy today. I'm still a little stuffed. I definitely had some allergies hit this week. And it started to get better by lunchtime, so I was like, okay, should be okay to stream tonight. Energy was in a good place too. I got so much sleep. I got, at first, I tried to go to sleep early. That was successful for a bit, and then I was up for a while. And then I couldn't get back to sleep for the life of me. And then I had a medically assisted sleep last night. Via the prescription that I'm currently on. There are times where currently, just for exactly those moments, I can up the dose just a little bit, knock myself out a little. So, which is a big help. It's a lot better than just not being able to sleep. So, glad that that is doing its job. I know for, especially my job, like, there's an amount of sleepiness I can have in my job, but like for legal writing, you gotta be awake. Like, you can't really half-ass it. And for the amount of reading that I have to do as well, like, I really need my sleep. On work nights especially. Because if I'm too asleep, I'm just kind of useless at work. Yeah. Ooh, tasty this week. Did I have anything tasty this week? Made some spaghetti. I had a pretty normal week this week. Didn't I? I'm like trying to remember now. I swear I usually have a better memory. It's just Friday evenings are not necessarily like the best time brain-wise for me, which is why I like these kind of really, really chill streams where I could just like focus on a thing for a while and just unwind for a bit. Because by the end of the week, my brain is so soup from work. In a good way. Like, I'm glad that it is, because if I was just bored all week at work, I would be miserable. But yeah, speaking of having to use my brain all the time, like, by the time I get to the end of the week, I'm a little bit soupy. So once I get into streaming more often, I'm probably not going to do Friday evenings too often, unless it's like a shorter week or something, just because usually my brain is a little bit more loosey-goosey. Yeah. My brain is usually a little bit more loosey-goosey by now, but like I had longer hours for most of this week and didn't have the energy to stream earlier in the week because I was a little tired. I was sleepy. And I just really wanted to stream today. But that's also why I was like, well, I could stream Forbidden Solitaire today, and I was like, No, I want more brain. For that game. I want to have my brain not half asleep so I can enjoy that. Jigsaw puzzles I could solve in my sleep, though. Maybe not in my sleep. I might have to be awake to solve a jigsaw puzzle, but I am so in my mentally happy place when solving jigsaw puzzles that I don't need a ton of brain power to do it. To do this while talking? Well, you see how it's going, but you know. Rosie! Hello, Rosie! Rosie, I hope your allergies are doing better. I was telling people how my brain is kind of soup because it's the end of the work week. And how this isn't my ideal time to stream during the week, but I hadn't had a chance to stream this week yet. And I wanted to. This is why I'm doing it. But yeah, now that my work hours are back to normal, I'll have more time on other days to do stuff. Hello.
It's always good to see you, Rosie.
Rosie. And if anybody is wanting a seatbelt update, oh, good night, Sploot. Thank you for hanging out. Seatbelt is continuing to track the same bird. She locks in. She doesn't get bored. She locks in. Prince has already wandered off, like ages ago. She was just like, eh. Prince is not the hunter of the family. Seatbelt wants that bird. "25 hours? No. That's too many hours awake. That's too much awake time." More of that should be sleep time. I hope you are able to get more sleep. I'm starting to think, I always used to aim for 7 hours. It was like a full night. And if anyone hears, I've got my noise cancelers on, but if anyone hears sirens going in the far distance, those are just the Sabbath sirens. So on Friday nights at sundown, you'll hear that siren near Orthodox Jewish communities because it's signaling the beginning of Sabbath. They're like, "Hi! Hi, you guys, it's Sabbath!" That's not... I say that with all love and respect to my Jewish friends. Guys! Sorry, I'm just imagining a siren now going like, "Hi! Hi!" But yeah. Happy Sabbath to all who observe. Get a good rest. Okay, good. Lots of sleep. Good to see you get sleep. Quality box time. Yeah, 7. Okay. Here's what I was saying with that. So 7 is good. But now that I've been hitting 7, there was one night where I got 8. And when I woke up, I was like, oh. Oh. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe, because like when I was younger, I used to be like a 5 to 6 hour, and I was usually pretty okay. Like usually after 6 hours, if I could get 6 hours straight without any interruptions, felt pretty good. But now I'm starting to wonder, maybe I'm an 8-hour sleeper. I wonder. Alright, let's see. The next OST. Yes. Next OST I'm gonna grab is this one. For the game Ib. I kind of want to play Ib on stream one day. Maybe also for Halloween, for October. We'll see. Ib is very pretty. 9 hours? 9 hours I think would be too much for me. Because, like, after a while I start to feel kind of... Like, if I sleep for way too long, I know at 10 hours I feel like I'm hungover. Like, it's too much sleep. Way too much sleep. And I just feel, like, zonked out the rest of the day. So 9, I wonder if that would be too much. But 8, maybe 8 is the new sweet spot. I have to try. Perhaps I will try again tonight. See how that goes. Because apparently it's going to be raining in 40 all weekend. And I'm like, it's May. It's May. Why is it going to be raining in 40 degrees? For folks that are more used to Celsius, here, let me grab a quick conversion. Real quick for you. How's this soundtrack? Okay, not too bad. Let's see, Celsius. So right now it's 13 degrees Celsius. So yeah, during the weekend, Sunday is not so rainy anymore. But tomorrow it's going to be between 9 and 15 degrees Celsius and raining. And then on Sunday, it's not going to rain, it's still going to be cloudy, and it's going to be between 6 and 14 degrees Celsius. So it's going to be... It's cold. It's very cold for this time of year. It was getting warm, and then it decided to not, and I don't know... I don't know how to feel about that still. Yeah, that would be... That would just be a sauna at that point, then. Oh, a sauna would be really nice. I haven't been to a spa in a while. I want to go to spa. Maybe I can make that happen. There's this really great Korean spa over in New Jersey that's massive. It's this massive facility that's open for many, many hours a day. I don't think it's 24 hours a day anymore. It used to be. I don't know if they've restored those hours or not. Because I'm pretty sure that they stopped doing the 24-hour thing during the pandemic, but either way. You buy a day ticket and then you can just stay there all you want all day. And you lock away your phone, you lock away everything, and you're just in like these comfy pajamas. And you can go into like different sauna rooms. You can take one of the baths, and there are like baths there. You can prepay for a massage. They give you like a little bracelet where you can charge things to, so that you can leave all your stuff in your locker. They have like all these amazing soft and warm things to take naps on. It's great. Like, it's just a good excuse to get away to someplace really quiet for a day and just chill out for like a whole day and not have to worry about anything. And also, there's really good Korean food there. So, vended in. Oh no! No! They had to be melting. I'm so sorry that they had to do that. That does not sound fun. Oh, gosh. Sorry. Oh, I'm really bringing the energy to stream today, huh? I'm getting so cozy, I'm being sleepy. Oh. Hi, Sipo. Hi. Do you want pet? Here. Do you want puzzle? Oh. She's being so brave right now. Baby, it's okay. Yeah. This is her first time. Like, tonight is her first time jumping on the table while I'm sitting here. She usually gets too nervous to do that. Okay. She's hiding in her little cubby now. Y'all might have seen there's a bookshelf right behind the table. So at the table's height, I kept one cubby open, and Seatbelt likes resting in there. So right now she's in there, and she's watching me from there. Yeah, she was being so brave. She came all the way up to here. Like, it's funny because she'll approach me in other ways. She'll come, like, right up to my face when I'm in bed. But whenever it's a new scenario, like, she has to, like, re-teach herself how to engage with me whenever it's a new set of circumstances. It's really interesting. So, like, now that she jumped underneath the table, she feels comfortable. I have my hand down and she's headbutting my hand. Because she's comfortable doing that. She's used to doing that. But she doesn't feel comfortable doing that on the table yet. Because she hasn't done that yet. Which I think is really fascinating. Yeah, you're a fascinating girl. You're very fascinating. So all of these things that may seem like the same thing to us are very distinct experiences for her, and so she has to like learn how to do each and everything separately. But yeah, her jumping on the table like that, that's huge. She hasn't done that yet since I built the table. Like, she's jumped on the table, but never when I'm sitting at it. She's never done that at the same time. So, good job, baby. Now she's resting underneath it and giving me slow blinks. Good job, baby girl. I know, you're so good. You're so good. I love you very much and you're very brave. It's true. Yeah. Good job, Seatbelt. She's very shiny, yeah. So Seatbelt has these brushes that are attached to these like corners. I have 2 brushes set up on corners in my house. And Seatbelt goes to brush herself against those brushes at least like 12 times a day. Like, no joke, it has to be at least 12 times a day. She is very obsessed with grooming herself. So she is always very, very, very soft and very shiny. She's a very pretty cat. She's a very pretty little cat. She loves brushing. She's still not used to how a brush looks. So she loves when I brush her, but like, if I hold a brush in front of her, she doesn't quite get it that that's the thing that she really likes. So I have to sometimes just start brushing her without her looking at it, because then as soon as I start brushing her, she's like, oh, this is the thing I really like. But if I try to approach her with the brush because she still doesn't quite recognize it, sometimes she gets startled by it. I don't know. It's like I said, everything is unique to her and everything is distinct to her. I'd show her the brush after, so like I'll pause while she's really happy and like show her the brush so she can sniff it and recognize it. But still, it still hasn't quite clicked together yet. But it probably will one day. This is my favorite song off of the Ib soundtrack. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. We have ads starting in 5 minutes so that you can prepare yourselves to not get ear blasted by ads. They will go for 3 minutes and then we'll be back here. I'll take a little stretch break during that time so you're not going to miss anything. Let's see how far we get today. I'm starting to get... Oh my goodness. I'm starting to get a lot more sleepy than I thought. Because I even started earlier than I thought today. Because I was like, oh, let me take a nap. Because I'm a little sleepy, but not too sleepy. Then I even started earlier because I was like, oh, I didn't even need this full time for a nap. I feel great. And I really wanted to get started on the puzzle. As I go on, I'm feeling sleepy. So, we might just finish. I definitely want to finish the frame though. We ain't stopping here. We're gonna finish the frame today. So we'll finish the edges. And then we might call it there. No, the edges might take a little while longer if I didn't find all the pieces. Because it feels like... Okay, so y'all can see, this is what I have here, right? It feels... This always happens. Like, I always think, it's not gonna be enough pieces. There's no way this can be enough pieces. And then it ends up being enough pieces. So I'm gonna keep feeling like there's no way this is all the edge pieces until I finish it and I go, oh, it happened again. It was enough edge pieces. But we'll see. Yeah, Roz, exactly. I feel very Eepy Prince. I'm feeling very Eepy Prince. I kind of wonder if it's a soundtrack too, because I have fallen asleep to this soundtrack before. It's a really good one. Ib is a wonderful game, and also the music for it is really pretty. Ib is one of the classic RPG Maker games. Classic horror RPG Maker games. I believe it's free still, if you want to try it out yourself. It is very pretty, but it is at times quite spooky, so you can kind of hear. Have a good drive, Ezra. Have a good drive. Invisible Pieces, the DLC. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go to ads. Everybody stretch. Protect your ears from being jump scared. I'll see you in 3 minutes. Oh, where are my cats? Where are my cats? There's Seatbelt. Hello, baby. Where's Prince?
You want to see it also? Okay, here you go. Wow. There's so many pieces. Yeah.
Little bonus prints for anybody that's not in ads. There she go. There she go. Prince is a cutie. God, how many people like the picture of Prince? That's the first time I had like pictures of the cats will be popular. That's not why I post them. If anything, I post them less often because it gets like a weird amount of strangers to look at my blue sky. And I'm not like super into that, honestly. I don't need to have strangers look at my blue sky. But I like posting up pictures of the girls. Yeah, it's, oh my god, it's so silly. 357 likes. Why? Okay, well, she's very cute. That's why. But I need to just... I didn't mute the notifications on it yet because I was kind of hoping to see more cat pictures from people, but I only got one, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and mute the post so I stop getting jump scared by it. I'm gonna do that. Okay, mute thread. Great. Stop giving me notifications about it. I don't want to be perceived. Yeah, it's just like, and I know, like, I put alt text on all of the photos I post up on Blue Sky. And so, like, one of the words that will usually go into a picture of one of the girls is cat. And the way the Blue Sky algorithm works is that it will show people content based on even the text in alt text. So even if I don't say the word cat anywhere in the post, because I put the word cat in the descriptor, it'll go to people who are looking for cats. And so it's not all the time, but like sometimes I'll get a couple of strangers coming in liking the photos. Like, okay, whatever, a couple isn't a big deal. But this last photo that I posted up of Prince, for some reason, there's a whole damn world is seeing it, and I'm like, what? Stop! Like, I'm glad you all like my cat. That's very nice, but stop! Go away! I don't like being popular online. I really don't. That's not why I use social media. Like, I use social media to look at art, to keep up about books that I really like and want to find, to discover things that I will like, to keep up with friends, and I don't like being perceived. Says the person who is currently streaming on a public platform. Like, I said, like, there's an amount of perception that I'm like, ah, yeah, okay, this is chill, this is okay. You know, we're sharing, we're like, you know, we're having a nice little cafe time together. You know, that's why I like the concept of a cafe. You know, like a cafe, not a cafeteria. Like right now we have a nice little cozy cafe. The amount of people that like Prince's picture is a cafeteria. And I'm like, that's really nice that y'all like Prince. If she could enjoy this, I would enjoy it more because then I could just show her, like, Prince, look, everyone loves you. But she doesn't get that. She's a cat. So I'm just there, like, opening my blue sky, going, what happened? Someone died. And it's like, no, everything's fine. People just like your cat. And I'm like, So, it's a concert, yeah. I don't know. I think all millennials have, like, a really weird relationship with being online. Juno! Hey! I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? Hope you've been well. Hope you've been good. And also, like, I said to Em earlier, like, haven't seen you in a minute, probably because I haven't been on a whole lot in a minute. So, but I am back to streaming more regularly. Probably less often on Friday evenings because I am an eepy beepy on these nights, apparently. But I hope you're well. Welcome on in. Is that the end of that soundtrack? No. Yes? Yes, it is. Let me see. How's this one? I'll see how this one goes. This one should be just the relaxing music from Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. Should be. And if it's not, we'll get out of there. But where is it? Why is it so quiet? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on, somebody timestamped the different songs. Here. Oh, it's way too quiet. Oh my goodness. There we go. No? That's just rude. That's just rude. Hold on. No. Now, come on. Now, come on. I mean, honestly, wait, maybe this one? There we go. Nice. Yeah, of course. Go ahead. You can post. Have a good EP lurk. Oh no! Hope your tummy feels better. Hope your tummy feels better. Sen, thank you for the watch streak. Let's see. Yeah. Corvid, go ahead. Thank you. Appreciate that. Seatbelt, I just dropped some pieces. Did you just see where they went? Oh, you were guarding them. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I can solve a little bit before calling it. We could go like another 30 minutes. See, now that the puzzle is laid out before me, I'm like, wow, we could go a little bit longer. Let me see. Luna, oh! Yeah, I have so much hair now that when I don't style it, it flops into my face even when I pull it back. So I have two different little, like, big hairband scrunchies. They're like supposed to be for putting your hair up so you don't get your hair all messed up when you're doing your makeup or when you're cleaning your face. I got this like Sleepy Kirby one that I wear, and then I've got this Luna one. I don't mean for them to be on camera, but yes, that's what they are. Alright, let me see. What have we got? What have we got? What is your question about this puzzle? Let me know. Hold on. It looks cool. I'm just taking a look at the different pictures. Why does it feel like it's a different size box every time? It's weird. It might just be how they photograph it? No, No, okay. No, that is the same size there. No, it was weird. Question above the link. Okay. I bought this puzzle to my friend, but they told me they haven't done it. I will say from how it looks, I mean, it looks like a puzzle I would do. Just because I really like the picture. It does look like one that I would do. My only hesitation that I would have with it from the picture is that it looks like the pieces are very similar to each other. So if you look at that second picture there, it is a very consistent pattern of two ins. So I'll show you. So you see how, yeah, that's really interesting actually. So I'll show you here. There's a couple like archetypical archetype. There's a couple archetype pieces to most puzzles. There's some variants, there's some puzzles that will go like really wacky with them. There's some that will go more standard, and I'll talk about that in a second. I think this is pretty good for showing you the difference. So you have your edge pieces, right? But then you have your ins. Ins are when you have a piece that's going inside. So when you have a piece that's cut out, like this. So that's an in. And an out. And an out's a piece that's sticking out. Easy enough. And then, I don't know if there probably is, because there's a huge puzzle community out there. There's probably an official name to these like little roundy bits. But you'll have like ones that have these little roundy bits, and usually they'll have kind of variants of like more ins and outs when they are like that, and when they have more roundy bits. Like here's one that's like 4 ins, which is pretty interesting. This puzzle, however, if you look at that second picture, unless that picture is faked somehow, but I have seen puzzles that are like this, it looks like the puzzle is almost all 2 ins, 2 outs, which is not a bad thing, but it does make for a more challenging puzzle, because there are, when you have like a big block of pieces, so like let's say we have these pieces here that are kind of teal and have little tiny dots in them. Already we can see, okay, on this one we want a piece like this that has a roundy bit that's really long, right? And that kind of helps to narrow down the pieces that it could be, because we're looking for a green piece with a roundy bit that is super long. So there's probably only going to be 3 or 4 pieces like that instead of 10 or 12. If these were all ins and outs, even if they were slightly different, or if these were all 2 ins and 2 outs, I mean, like you can see in the picture, then the number of pieces that could possibly fit together into this piece would expand. I have a, let me grab it. This puzzle is one of the more challenging ones I own. It probably is the hardest one I own. It is all silver and black, like this. So a lot of pieces look really, really similar to each other, and a lot of them are 2 ins, 2 outs. This one took me a couple of weeks to finish, when I had a chance to work on it almost every day. So it is not a bad puzzle. It's not too hard. Sometimes you just forget about puzzles for a long time too. Like I had this one sitting around for 18 months without me doing it, and it was just a matter of time. But if it is a puzzle that is a very similar pattern throughout with just like a color gradient like that, and only has two ins, two outs to the pieces, that might, if they know that much about puzzles, they might keep thinking, oh, that's that really hard one, and maybe putting it off. But I don't know. I'm speculating. I would do it. It looks like a really nice puzzle, actually. I'm going to save it and see if I can find a American distributor. So that was that was a lot of that was a lot of yammering about jigsaw puzzle tech. In case anybody is wondering how much of a nerd I am about these things. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, it honestly, I mean, sometimes some people will do a puzzle like that because they just really like the image or they want a challenge. But if you do find a puzzle that has a lot more piece variance, and usually you can see on the back or on the product pictures or things like that, like this one has a lot of different pieces, as I showed you by holding it in my hand. There's a lot of different pieces there. A lot of piece variance will usually lower the difficulty a bit. Lots of patterns can lower the difficulty depending on the types of patterns. Yeah. Gradient puzzles vary in difficulty usually depending on piece size, piece type. The first gradient puzzle I ever did was way too easy. I finished it way too quickly because the gradient was kind of dithered, and so it became way too easy to see exactly where each color was going to go. Smoother gradients or gradients with less colors sometimes can be more challenging. Yeah. I'm glad I could help. It's a weird amount of specialty knowledge that I don't get to really use a whole lot with anyone but myself. But yeah, there's a whole entire world to puzzles. It's fascinating. There are quite a few puzzle like YouTubers out there. There's actually a couple of puzzle like dedicated jigsaw puzzle streamers out there. I know one of them is a user that goes by I think it's I Love Jigsaw Puzzles or I Love Puzzles, and that's Gma. Gma rules. She is the queen of solving puzzles on Twitch. We all love her very much. She also has incredible stamina for streaming that I could never dream of having. She's really cool. So yeah, there's a lot of puzzle YouTubers out there. There's competitive puzzlers as well. Speed puzzling is a whole entire kind of sport that I still kind of want to get into one day. I've had it as a loose goal for a while to practice getting into speed puzzling and give it a try one day at like a local competition. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm like talking from behind the mic. Yeah. It is very deep hobby if you want it to be, or it can just be a thing you pick up at a store and do every once in a while if you want it to be that too. It's as deep as you want it to be. And I really love hobbies like that. No gatekeeping allowed in jigsaw puzzling. Everyone is welcome to puzzle however you wish. That's why I always make a point of saying, whenever I do these puzzles without referencing the art, that's just something that I like doing, but it's not required to do a puzzle. The only thing required is that you're doing it in a way that makes you happy to do the puzzle. And that's it. Hi. Hi. Do you want attention? Come here. Give me a kiss. Can I have a kiss? Baby. Baby. Oh, seatbelt's coming. Okay. Yeah, no kisses in front of seatbelt. I know. I know. You want to look cool in front of seatbelt. I get it. I get it. Prince, don't kick my pajamas. Yeah. Karen is pretty good. Though, Sen, maybe be careful about one of her latest videos where she does a Pokemon jigsaw. If you haven't seen it already. She did this big, giant, gorgeous Pokemon jigsaw puzzle that looked really fun. She doesn't know anything about Pokemon. And, like, I was thinking, like, oh, okay, but, like, she's, like, maybe around my age or so, you know? Maybe she knows, like, only a little bit from when she was a kid. No. No, she doesn't know anything about Pokemon. And... yeah. I felt so bad for her because I was like, man, I hope people aren't mean to her about... Because you could tell after a bit, because I was like, oh, she's joking. And then I was like, oh, she's not joking. She honestly just doesn't know. Like, I think she knew Pikachu. Maybe? No, I think maybe she didn't even know Pikachu. And then she was really, really proud of herself because she was like, I know this one. And she pointed to Jigglypuff. This is Kirby. It was so wholesome that I was just... I was like falling asleep. I was watching it as I was going to sleep one night. I just started cracking up. Because I was like, oh, that kind of rules though. Like, I would love to solve a puzzle about something I know nothing about. I'm like, I would just love to solve a puzzle about something that I'm like completely new to. That I'm like, man, I know that these are all things that people recognize and I just don't know any of it. So I want to find a puzzle like that someday. Black tail from under the table. Oh, let me see. It could be the rug, too. I do have a black and white damask rug, so it might be that. I say damask, it's kind of like an abstract pattern that I need to vacuum more often, because sometimes it looks a little gray, and that's just Seatbelt's hair. Where is she? No, I don't see her. She did, and I don't know. That seems so fun. Like, I want to find something that I'm that fresh to one day. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'm just trying to think. Like, that makes it sound like, oh, I know about everything. I don't. There's so many things I don't know anything about. But, you know, sometimes you just know, like, I'm very good at trivia because I know enough little interesting things about many things, without necessarily knowing a full in-depth thing about it. Like, there's some things that I know very in-depth, right? Like, law. Jigsaw puzzles. I would say Pokemon I know a medium amount. Like, I know all of them, but then getting into the mechanics of them and, like, all of those layers, that's still very new to me. But yeah, I'm good at trivia because I know a nice, like, surface level smattering of many, many things. But I want to find a puzzle that is about something that I know nothing about. You know all the 1,000 somethings. If I took a test naming all the Pokemon, I could name all the Pokemon. It might take me a second. I might spell a lot of them wrong because some of them are spelled really oddly. But I could name all of them. I wouldn't be able to tell you, like, what generation each one is from. I would be able to say, like, first generation and, like, the last two. Mostly. Yeah. I wondered if that would be interesting for people. Oh, it was... Okay, if it was before Prince went by, then yeah, that was probably her. When she sees Prince, she has to go see Prince. The two things that Seatbelt loves most in this world: kibble and Prince. And then food. That's the third one. But, like, the two top things: kibble, Prince. Those are her two biggest loves in the world. I know I'm not one of them, and that's okay. It's very, very, very cute how much Seatbelt loves Prince. Alright, I'm definitely getting sleepy. I always want to work on jigsaw puzzles forever, but I'm getting to... The only equivalent I can tell you is that it's like if you're reading the same sentence in a book you're reading, like 2 or 3 times in a row. That's where my brain is with jigsaw puzzling right now. So... I think this is a good stream. Little mini stream today. But we will definitely stream again over the weekend and we'll play Forbidden Solitaire. And that'll be super fun. Let's see. Where can send? Oh. Ooh. Ooh, there's a lot of good choices. What looks the most chill right now? Yeah, I will definitely stream more either on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know which yet, but it will be one of those days. It'll be very fun. Let's send you over to... I don't remember who this person is, but they're playing Shaper of Stories. Who is that? But they're playing Pokemon, and that feels relevant to our conversation. So let's do that. Shaper of Stories. Sorry, I'm like listening to their stream real quick. Who is this?
A low power ass psychic.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll send you over to Shaper of Stories. I don't know them personally, but they're a very funny person on the internet. So just be nice. Cafe's closing. I'm sending you over there. Enjoy the Pokemon. I don't know. I never have a raid message, so enjoy. Enjoy.